Good morning. This is Kara Romano speaking to you from the W in Miami, site of the CGT Growth and Innovation Forum. I'm here with this morning's disruptive keynote speaker, Dr. Larry Weiss of the CleanWell Corporation, and Holly Bornstein, the VP of Marketing. So good morning to both of you. Thanks for joining me.
Good morning.
Great presentation this morning. I had just a few follow-up questions for you, if you might.
Absolutely.
I'm curious, disruptive innovation. So what was the aha moment where you said, hey, there's got to be a better answer to this problem?
So I've actually seen patients that have had all sorts of immune responses to things, and it didn't really make sense. When you went and looked through the literature, it was clear that there was this problem lurking in the chemistry around these products. And as we started looking into what we do to control infection, by and large what we did engaged in chemical warfare against what was by and large largely friendly bacteria. And in the course of doing it, we didn't solve the problem because it was a human behavior problem. We just exposed people unnecessarily to toxic chemicals.
Do the retailers that you're introducing this product to, because I know it's out on the store shelves now, do they understand what the difference is? Do they understand why this product is important for the market?
There is a growing desire to look for products that are safe. 70% of consumers are concerned about the chemicals and the products they're bringing home, and that number is growing, and 30% of them are actively looking. So yes, there's an incredibly receptive audience for a proposition where we can present them with alternatives to the troubled chemistry they're using right now that they can feel safe and comfortable with.
And you even mentioned Walmart having really a new requirement to get some of these chemicals off their shelves.
Yep, so the regulatory mechanism has been ineffective and impotent in making change. What's happened is groups, largely of women, who have formed networks, have raised concerns about these chemicals. Walmart has responded in their sustainability program, and they last week made an announcement. There's 10 chemicals that they're going to want off their shelves by 2015. They haven't actually released a list, but we know some of the members include triclosan, parabens, formaldehyde donors, and others. So what we're seeing now is what's happening in Washington doesn't really matter as much. When Bentonville speaks, there will be change.
And Bentonville's listening to the consumers. So Holly, I want to turn to you. I know you guys are active on social media. You are active with bloggers. How do you engage with the end consumer?
In a lot of different ways. Our product is very experiential. You bring in your home, you find that one of our taglines, one of the things we say is we're clean without compromise. So we send out to bloggers, to the moms who request samples. They use the product, they see that it is working, they see it cleaning, they come back and they understand that we also are a germ killer, which is very unique, and then they go and they advocate and speak about it. And as we know, every woman is linked to many, many, many women. And when we go and do an analysis and we look at these wonderful word clouds that you can look at now when you analyze social data and you see what words people are using to describe your product, we see what's playing back, and what people are talking about are the things that we want them to understand about our product, which is safe, germ killing, trustworthy, things like this.
I have a question about those end consumers, though, because there's a lot of products out there. Someone mentioned during Dr. Weiss's presentation, you spent a lot of time talking about, hey, this is the background. This is how we came to this position where we know there's some bad stuff out there. Someone asked a question about bleach. We know that one's bad. There's another generation of green cleaners, and now we have the CleanWell products. Do consumers understand the difference, or do you really have to do some education?
That is the thing we need to educate people about, is that before CleanWell there were green cleaners that cleaned but didn't disinfect, and there have been traditional disinfectants. And so we're very new. The ways that we do that obviously is we have to get the point across very quickly. So we come up with taglines, ways of communicating it quickly. We put those up on Facebook and we see what resonates. We frequently will put a new tagline or concept up and have people play back to us what it means to them. And it's a great way. I've worked at very, very large companies where you do huge research projects to come up with these. And now that's one of the wonderful things about social media is you can put this out there and immediately see, oh, this is resonating, this isn't. And so that's a way that we do it that's been very effective.
Love the real-time feedback. Okay, I want to thank Dr. Larry Weiss. I want to thank Holly for your participation here this afternoon. And the cover story of our September issue features a beautiful picture right here. So thanks for joining us this afternoon.